Hi, Tracy here with layout in process. Actually, it's going to be 2 pages, so it's a little bit different this time. And those were the pictures that are going to go on the other page, and these 4 are going on this page. And I am using a Citrus Twist kit this time. This is I subscribed to 3 months, and this is the 3rd month. This is my favorite one of the 3 I've gotten. And so I'm matting each one of these 4 pictures using papers from the kit. The one on the top left, the colored wood, that's Webster's Pages Allison Craft Composition and Color, and it's called Weathered. On the right top is yellow, the big polka dot. Yellow paper with white polka dots is crepe paper, the pure popcorn. And then the bottom left mat is the same paper, it's the flip side. And on the right bottom is Cosmo Cricket Summer Love, and it's called Snow Cone, and it has triangles. And now the 3 squares that I cut out to the left, those are going to be where I place my title. And now I'm getting my wood grain stamp. I'm going to do some background stamping, but first I'm going to test it here on my on the white paper, because I'm going to use sprays, inks to stamp, and so I want to test it out before I actually put it on the background paper. The background yellow paper that came from the Citrus Twist kit as well. And so there's what it's going to look like, and I decided I love it. And I sprayed it with 2 different inks, Mr. Huey's, and they are Buttercup and Desert. Desert is a little bit of an orange yellow, and then Buttercup is more of a bright yellow. And I picked those colors because I was doing a tone on tone. I didn't want it so drastic. I didn't want it to be the focal point, is a better way of saying that. And here I was thinking maybe I would just do it along the side there, but then I don't want those to be separated so much visually. The 4 pictures from the title section, so then I decide I'm going to do the background with the wood grain all the way around the page, and I love it. And so the reason why I'm doing 2 layouts here is because this is kind of how I work. I don't really do double page layouts where they actually connect. I mean, I'm not against it, and I would do it, but I just don't do that. So this is the way I do my 2-page layouts, so that they could be put in the album separately if I wanted, but generally they do go together. So I use similar products and colors and things like that. So here I have that little bag. There is a crepe paper, and it's the Party Day, it's called. Those envelopes are, bags. And I'm going to use that polka dot one up at the right hand corner there, and then I'm putting tags in it those are from Hobby Lobby, and I'm going through my washi tapes now because I'm going to do up the tag because it's very plain white. And I'm going to spray it with Mr. Huey's and I use Buttercup, and I believe Splash is the blue. And then I'm going to get 3 washi tapes that go together, and just tape those across. And I thought I was going to put a journaling label on top of that and journal onto that, but I end up adding a second tag. Now I'm going to do the wood grain stamp on the back of this tag, and I really like the way it came out. It shows up differently on the tag because the tag has a gloss to it, so it comes out a little shinier, whereas the background paper absorbs the ink a lot more. So I like it. I like that contrast. And so anyway, I'm going to do a second label at the end here. Let me just, that vellum right there, that comes from No More Paper. Paper, No More Paper. I'm thinking because my title's No More Pictures. Anyway, that came from Paper and Company. Papers and More. That's why I'm mixing up the words. Papers and More. I got a sample sheet package, and I've talked about it before. Came with 40 pages and a bunch of different vellums, and that's one of them. And so I'm using that one on top of the mat at the bottom left, and it has a pink hue to it. It's not real stark pink, but enough pink. So I have the mat plus the vellum in the bottom left corner, and then the mat plus the bag in the top right corner. And I'm feeling comfortable, so I'm gluing down. And so anyway, at the end here of this video, I thought that I was still recording, and I wasn't. I don't know what happened, but so I did not video a chunk of the process where I'm doing the fun part, all the embellishments. So I apologize for that, but I did take extra stills so you could see a little more in detail because of that, because I missed the video. Here I'm doing the title, and again it's going to say no more pictures, please. And no is Fancy Pants Baby Mine, more is Basic Gray True Love, and pictures is Thickers Bliss and Pink. And then I'm going to do parentheses using the Fancy Pants. I tried to use the True Love ones, but I couldn't find another parenthesis, so I could only find one. And then I have those Studio Calico letters that I'm writing the word please. And this is pictures of my daughter. This is probably like the 5th day of our vacation, and we were fishing, and I had taken so many pictures this trip, so my daughter was like, stop taking my picture, and so then she turned it into a game and was running away from me and hiding, and then she's goofing off with her hands in front of her face there, and she looks so cute with her hoodie on, and I got all these shots of her behind trees or running, dashing behind trees, and anyway, and then I had these developed as collage prints, 2 on a 4x6 with Walgreens. So that's why they're a little bit smaller. So they are, let's see, would be a 4x6. So they're 4x3 about. Actually, they're really probably less than that. 2.5 by, or 3 by 2.5 or something. I don't know, because they'll have a edge to them. Okay, so there's where I goofed and didn't have the footage on. So I put that flare there, and there's showing the tag. I don't think I show that there's a second tag there, unfortunately. Oh, you could see it behind. and I put the enamel dots, and that's where I did my journaling, was on the second one. And then I did this stamp. It says every summer has a story. This all came from the Citrus Twist kit. And there's more enamel dots and a putty, and I did the stamp 3 times there. And you can see my full title. And then I have yeah, because that's how I was feeling, like yeah, just shut up and smile. And then I did washi tape there. And that's that layout. And now I'm going to start on the second layout that goes with this one. And on this one I'm using a white background. And I don't know if I said it, but the cardstocks, the background, they came from the Citrus Twist kit as well. And on this one, this picture where she's smiling, that is going to be the main focal point of the picture. And on this one I only matted it with the vellum. And then I'm cutting out that little tag that is from My Mind's Eye, Find Your Wings and Fly, Up and Away, Admit One is the name of the page. And then I'm using the other pages from the other papers from the other layout to tie them together. And the other layout was yellow with a little pink. This one is going to be more pink than yellow. And you'll see where I pull the pink in a lot more on this one. And the little triangles and that little tag to the right, it says You're Beautiful. Those are Studio Calico die cuts, and they came in the Citrus Twist kit. And I want to use that word smile in my title, but it's too yellow. So I'll show you what I do with it. And here I'm going to do some splattering with paint, and the first time I mixed that, it had way too much water. So now I'm going to splatter. I'm practicing with different brushes, and I end up going with this brush it's a kid brush, but it really sops up the paint, and that's the look I was looking for, is a real splattered, messy. I'm going to do more. And I dry it a little bit, and then I make it run a little bit. And now I'm going to paint over the word smile. And then with that same craft paint, the pink, that was craft paint, by the way, if I didn't say that. And then this is Martha Stewart Metallic Glaze that I went over the paint with. And that just makes it a little shine. And the title of this one is going to be But You're So Beautiful When You Smile. So it really does go with the other page, because the other page says no more pictures please, but you're so beautiful when you smile. So the titles go together and tell the story of her, like the two pictures on the left are her refusing to smile and giving me funny faces, and then I finally get her smiling, and that's why I want that to be the focal point. So I did these ribbons kind of wonky and staple them down. I started with 2, a pink and a yellow, and then realized immediately that you always got to do 3. It just is so much better visually for the eye. So I staple down the 3 ribbons going wonky so that it really stands out and helps to really make this picture stand out. And normally I would have done ribbon elsewhere, so that ribbon is, I have it in one spot, and I do the triangular, do things in 3s, but I really wanted this picture to have, to really, really stand out, and so that's how I did that, is only keeping the ribbon there. and making that like a focal point of the page. So that little tab says you're beautiful. So I'm doing a little arrow there. That's a Amy Tangerine little puffy sticker sheet arrow. Like it's like a chevron shape, but I'm turning it into like, you know, when you miss a word and you draw a little line. That's what I'm doing. So now it says, but you're so beautiful. And then now I'm taking the smile off, and I had to be real careful because it's, you know, the paint, it could make it tear. And now I'm going to put smile right there on the ribbon. And then the gray so at the top, that's a basic gray. And now I'm using a pink basic gray letter to write the word when. And then for you, it's going to be another basic gray, but it's that Joanne exclusive, not Hey You, it's the one before that. I can't remember the line. And then I'm going to go ahead and add the triangles after I'm done with this title. All around, making them look sort of sprinkled throughout. I was having a hard time getting that letter to stay, the letters to stay there because of the ribbon. And here I go through the triangles and get just the right ones. So I'm going to add those there, and then I start to pull in some sequence throughout. And the way I do it, the embellishments, it really does create a triangle. I put just a couple of sequins there so that they are slightly coming down and ever so gently, you know, looking like a triangle. Now I'm using my glossy accents to glue those down. I switch back and forth between that and Aleene's tacky glue. I don't know why, no rhyme or reason. And now I'm finishing all that up, and you could see that I have a triangle going, and now I'm gonna glue that tag down. And that flare badge comes from the Citrus Twist kit as well. And here are the close-ups. Thank you so much for watching my 2-page layout share.